Friday, July 19th, 4:40 p.m. New York time. Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. I'm going to discuss commodities. There are several categories in the commodities as well. We're halfway through the year, already halfway through the month, the third quarter of the year. I think it's important to get a broad view of commodities so you're more situation awareness, how it affects your weekly, monthly, yearly budget, as well as affects the broad market. First category is energy. The two major financial assets are fossil fuels, crude oil, natural gas. Products, services, they have embedded costs to them. Energy to transport them places. Once you transport them places, or during transportation, they may also need the air conditioning. That's additional fuel. And then when they get to the storage place, likely you need some kind of energy to unload them and restock them. So the embedded cost of your electricity, fuel, 5-year chart, each candle's a week. So crude oil being the high was here. So if you're not aware, crude oil is not high anymore. It's lower, way below the highs of 2022. Also below the highs of 2023. Yes, gas is lower. This week, huge move down, big body candle, almost a solid body. Makes sense. It was in that wedge, these white lines, building a coil, tighter, tighter, tighter. So it's in a retracement mode. We'll see if it comes down here deeply in this area. That swing low, that swing low. See what kind of retracement it does. Natural gas. There's a high of 2022. There's the high of 2023. There's the high of 2024. Natural gas, much lower than the highs. We did break below that low of last year. The current trend is down. We broke, this was an impulse move up. We broke below it. And we closed below it. Big wick on the bottom. So some buyers stepped in here. I'm going to be looking for potential bullish setups on here to do advanced strategy, calling sell, advanced strategy using options, selling puts to collect income. So this is on my watch list, and I'll be using the stock ETF, UNG. Let's go in the next category. Metals. So many different industrial usages for metals. Yep, not just for jewelry. And 5-year chart, each candle's a week, gold. An all-time new high right here. Broke above this supply area and rejected and closed below it. Big bearish pin bar. Yep, we know there's been distribution here several times. Maybe it was a lot of shorts that got covered, got stopped out. At the end of the week, it closed red. Bearish pin bar. So we're going to see if we get a retest, a failure up there, for another opportunity to reload trading bearish. Bearish. Again, pay attention. Look over here. Here's the low for the past 5 years. Here's the high. Let's see how the other metals are performing. Silver, way below the highs. There was a high earlier in the year. Since then, it's been making lower highs. Pretty much in a big consolidation, whereas gold was doing that more trend up. Same thing here. That was a big green impulse move up. We broke below it, rejected it. But we closed lower high, lower low than the prior week. So the trend is back down. So it's selling off even more than gold. Platinum. Yeah, way below the all-time highs. Here's the highs for 2021. Trending lower. Still between the range of last year. Here's the high of last year. Here's the low of last year. And copper, same thing. Huge move down this week. Big body candle, very bearish candle. On to the next category. Agricultural, grains. Here's the low for the past 5 years. Here's the high for the past 5 years. Huge move down. Corn. Interesting inside candle for the week. Indecision, bottom of a trend. And also that was the low of this year right here. So this might be a momentum building acceleration. We'll see if it breaks out one way or the other next week. Potential extension. And rough rice. Yep, huge reversal this year. And another new low for this year, taking out the low of last year and almost testing the low of 2022. Wheat. What's this? Here's the high for the past 5 years. Here's the low for the past 5 years. Look at that. Huge move down this week. That was an impulse move up. We broke below it, closed below it, almost forming a bullish like pulley, almost like a bullish pin bar here. So some buyers stepped in. Certainly has been acting as a demand zone for buyers in this area. That's wheat. Soybean oil. Here's a high for the past 5 years. Here's a low. Same thing, trending down. Big consolidation here. A lot of consolidation here. Big retracement of that big impulse move up. Soybean oil. Soybean meal. New low for the year. Yep. Broke below all these. Broke below that midpoint. That big impulse move up. That was the beginning of the year low. We broke below that. Broke below the low of 2021. Huge move down. Soybean oil. It's justice. New low for the year. Outstanding. And soybean, same thing, new low for the year. So we're already seeing huge amount of the agricultural grains are trending down, bringing in lower prices to the consumer. And we'll go to another category, livestock. Live cattle. Here's the low for the past 5 years. Here's the high past 5 years. The weak inside candle. Yep. Big demand for livestock, live cattle, red meat, and feeder cattle, just like it says, feeder cattle to feed other animals. Same thing, extremely bullish. And lean hog. Here's the high for the past 5 years. Here's the low. Big range this year. Here's the low this year. Here's the high. Finally, a green candle, big body on average. Well, consolidation might be building energy to go back up like a letter U. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching.